Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sipnewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. And I have to say, when it comes to BitBoy, my feelings about him are pretty indifferent. Like, I don't particularly care for him, but I don't dislike him because there are some people who dislike him with a passion. Like they don't know why. It's just this guttural feeling for him. They hate him. Me, take him or leave him. I don't really care. But then today, I see this and I'm like, okay, this guy has definitely sunk to a new low. And for those of you who do not know who he has taken a selfie with, that is Alex Jones of InfoWars. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about InfoWars and Alex Jones, but first, let's read the caption that he happened to post with this selfie. Had a great time chatting crypto with Alex Jones today on InfoWars. You never know how someone is off camera. Gotta say, Alex was top notch and genuinely a nice guy. I very rarely ever ask anyone for a selfie, but had to have this one because I have a guy crush. He's my bromance, Alex Jones. Now, just to give you a little backstory on Alex Jones, he has the little show called InfoWars. And on InfoWars, he said that the Sandy Hook school shooting massacre was a false flag operation perpetrated by our government in order to take your guns away. hmm The kids that died that day, because there was 20 kids that were slaughtered that day, that they weren't really dead. They weren't even really kids. They were child actors. All of that was it was fake. What? No, it didn't actually happen. It was all fake. And they're doing this to control you because they want to take your guns away. What actually makes this even more just disgusting and appalling is the fact that in 2 days, it is going to be the 10-year anniversary of the Sandy Hook school shooting. Now, the Sandy Hook school shooting massacre did happen, and 26 people died. 20 of them were very small children. I think they were like 7 and 8-year-olds. It's to think of that is just it's so terrible. Like, it is an absolute tragedy when anyone loses their child. But for something like that, where it's just so many children, just innocent children being slaughtered, like it's just appalling. And to know that this guy was making money off of telling this lie, because of course, when the word spread that he was talking about the Sandy Hook shooting was faked, he had all of the conspiracy theorists running to his network, watching his stupid show and buying his stupid supplements. The guy is making millions and millions of dollars because he was catapulted to fame by using that Sandy Hook school shooting story. It is so disgusting to think that anybody would saddle up to this dude and want to take a selfie with him. Now, very curious that he invited Ben on to talk about crypto at this particular time. Why do you think he would have invited Ben on? Do you think it's, I don't know, to talk about Sam Bankman-Fried? What is it about Sam Bankman-Fried that might have piqued Alex Jones' interest? Now, of course, we all know Alex Jones is an anti-Semite. Now, he's going to say he's not an anti-Semite. No. Well, he's not like Kanye, where he's just all out talking about Jews and how he likes Hitler and stuff. No, he's a little smarter than that. He uses coded language. He'll say things like, the globalists. Globalists is a code word for Jewish people. And he's always throwing around the globalist label. Always. always talking about George Soros and the rest of the globalists, and George Soros worked with the Nazis. And in case you don't know, little fact check, World War II ended in 1945, which I think when it ended, George Soros was probably about 13. So you mean to tell me this 10-year-old, this 11-year-old just, was colluding with the Nazis. Oh, and by the way, they just happened to murder his family and he's colluding with them. Wow, what a mastermind, a 10-year-old, right? But some people believe it because they don't know small facts like the year that World War II ended and how old George Soros probably was around that time. So he gets away with saying stuff like that. Like he got away with saying what he had said about Sandy Hook. Now, he was sued by many of the parents from Sandy Hook to the tune of $1 billion collectively. Of course, he will try to file for bankruptcy so he can wiggle his way out of paying the damages that he should rightfully pay. These people went through hell. Not only were their children so violently taken from them, but to have to deal with the constant harassment from the fans of Alex Jones was just, and this went on for years. People went around chasing them, saying that they didn't have any dead children, that it was fake, and they desecrated children's grave. Like, it is horrendous what Alex Jones was the architect of. Now, he has said many other terrible things, but the Sandy Hook shooting massacre lie, to me, has got to be the worst. Why would Ben do this? And just, I know a lot of people that, they like Ben, fine. I don't care. Like I said, I'm indifferent until I saw this. But he portrays himself as this beta male. Don't forget now, he did tell the story himself of how he had to rush off to the urgent care because he fell down, went boom, and got a bruise on his butt. So he had to rush to the urgent care, but he had to make this whole big story. Oh, it wasn't just any kind of bruise. It was a really bad bruise. It even had a special name for it so that it sounded way worse than probably what it actually was. You had a bruised ass, so you had to run to the urgent care. Yep, you're an alpha male.